Here we go then. Welcome along. Hope you're doing good. Nice to see you again. We are at what is the Chinese GP this week. And remember, your qualifying guide was released yesterday for your qualifying session. So hopefully you go and use it and you go and smash it. It is Hamilton, Magnussen and Onyx, all 5% boosted. This is what we are running. It's going to be, I think, a difficult week for the free-to-play account. Level 5 Hamilton, level 5 Verstappen is what we're running. Magnussen isn't good enough, and we're going to put Onyx in, and this is the car setup that we're running. Basically because I do like suspense, but it's a big drop on total stats. So looking at speed, cornering and reliability, it's a bit of a drop if I don't take Onyx. So I'm going to use it whilst it is 5% boosted and try it out in this qualifying session. We've got a green crate from the absolutely amazing Pit Pass. Yes, so we'll take it. 4 Nick de Vries and 9 Verstappen, absolutely buzzing with that. But we're going to get our qualifying underway. Don't know what we're going to score. I don't expect it to be absolutely massive, but what I do expect is an attempt and a very best chance of scoring maybe 170 plus points has got to be our aim. And what a worst way to start it. 1499 versus 1653. That is called a matchmaking shocker to begin with. How are we supposed to score points against such a matchup? I mean, we're not actually that far away. P13 and P15, but that defeats the point, right? 32 degrees, 32 degrees. We're going to go Frost, and for Hamilton, I'm going to do the same. And let's just see what happens, shall we? It's going to be interesting. We're going to try and do a 3-3-2 and a 4 medium, 4 medium. Let's see how long that 37 degree heat, though, lasts for. Cheer me on then against this ridiculous matchmaking and see if we can steal some points. That rival will be expecting definitely to score 47 points from the positions that they start. P3 and P8 currently for them. Now, Max Verstappen has moved himself nicely into P9. Still only 32 degrees. So with that 25 tyre management, we're going to be okay for a 2-stop as it stands. Rival's pushing quite a lot. Now, that rival doesn't have 95 plus tyre management. So that is going to mean that it's going to be very hard for them to do 4 medium tyres. So they've got to be doing both to a 2-stop if that's the case. But that's my early indication. Let's get past Charles Leclerc and cut back down. We can do a 1-stop comfortably on the mediums. We'll probably do a 4 medium, 4 hard. Verstappen is right there. You can see the rivals' tyres on 50% as we go through the chicane. So they're going to be in a little bit of bother if they try and do a 1-stop, as Verstappen just can't get ahead. Now we're going to go servicing for softs again, because we don't have to push on this one. And Hamilton P13. Verstappen defends, but we want him to attack. Come on. That rival cannot do a 1-stop. Cannot. They're going to surely pit. 33 degrees is the temperature. We are not going to push on this potential stint coming up because we're going to protect the tyres. So round we go. Rival does come in the pits. And against this 1653, we are on our way. Up to Rival comes out P6. We are P5 at the moment. Verstappen right behind the rival who goes for the mediums. We're going to just push this first sector and then we will cut back down for the whole stint as we go right behind now. So we'll cut back down. Rival's just pushed ahead of us. That's fine. He's pushing quite hard. And we're going to come back for the hard tyres. A split of strategy against the rival. And we are into P6. Verstappen is all right at the minute, actually. If he can get past Sainz, thank you, he's going to do a lot better than that. P5, 36 degrees. Top up the tan, ladies and gentlemen. Get the sun cream out. Get the factor 50. Protect the skin. it's getting hot. Hamilton against Magnussen. We are past Kevin. Nice P12. Verstappen's still pushing in P4. He's going to come back for a stint on some softs. He's got Verstappen right behind now. Or was right behind. Hamilton's looking good though, P11. Rivals got a pit. They're currently out front. Expecting them to complete the job. But we have attacked into P3. Rival P1 and P2, they're looking good. They've got a decent car as well, I imagine. So we're going to put in the best performance that we can put in. And that's simply as good as we can get. Verstappen is about to pit. Hamilton moves himself up to P10. Having a good little race, Hamilton is. Verstappen's going to drop back. And you can see the one-stop working well. There is the rival coming out on the soft tyres. Not a lot of power unit, though. We have got quite a bit of power unit as we now approach Alonso and Carlos Sainz and get both of them. Come on. Can we take points off this rival? Probably not. But we're going to have to enjoy it while it lasts. P11 for Verstappen. Can we get past? Oh, we just get held back. Rival currently there. Look, used all of their power unit to bring up to P7. Let's push. We are not far behind them at all either. In P9. Can we upset this match-making nightmare in Imola? We move up to P8. Rival's now clear and has an attack at us on the hard tyres. I don't think we're going to keep him at bay though. He's still pushing. We're not going to push this corner. He's going to get past. I couldn't push that just yet. But he's not going to score 47. We're going to come through and we're going to concede. There is a car that's slow, but we're going to come across for P6 and P7. A matchmaking nightmare. 154 team score ahead of us. How are we supposed to compete with that? But they only scored 46 points anyway. That's a bad start with that team score. Level 7 Verstappen, level 7 Leclerc. And look at that. Please tell me how that matchup is fair. And we've got an AZA WF1 matchup. 1392. So this is 100 in our favour. I'm not obviously going to complain about that. Nobody ever does complain about lower matchups. But it certainly does highlight the big range of matchmaking that you can get in your races. Imagine that. 1653 and then the next race you get 1399. That is like a 270 something difference. It's crazy. And we only start 2 positions higher. P12 and P13. We're going to go Cuppa. We're going to go Cuppa. Can we smash it out of the park? Race 2, the fastest lap track for previous rounds, goes to Austria. And Rival is not using boosts, interestingly. So we're going to try and smash it. 47 points would be nice after a lowly 37 in Imola. Always a difficult track is Imola. P6 for Hamilton. Should get a little bit better as he gets past the Red Bull and the McLaren. And he moves himself into P4. Any chances of Sainz and the Red Bull? Well, we're going to get ahead of Sainz. And we're going to settle down into P3 and P5. Good start. Gets even better as we hit P2. So P2, Max Verstappen sitting there nicely, hunting down the red Scuderia Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. Now he moves past Sergio Perez. Can we get the job done without wasting power unit? Yes, we can. We're up to P4. P2 and P4. We're going to come back for softs here. I'm not going to service. And we're going to try and close that gap. We could potentially sneak out an extra lap. I'm not going to bother though. I'm going to just attack on all cylinders here as we carry on through. So Hamilton will pit. Expect the other Hamilton to go round again like so. We'll come into the pits this time round. We could do 5 laps with Verstappen, but not going to risk it again. We're going to play it nice and easy. We want to get ahead of them cars behind, which we do. So we're not doing too bad. We should be net ahead now of Hamilton, who has done 4 laps on the softs. So that was the danger, as we've got Hamilton now moving himself into P5. Verstappen is in. Will Hamilton undercut? He will. But will he get ahead of Hamilton? Yes, he will. Hamilton probably out on the hards, on mediums, so not going to go to the end, as we now move into P1. Verstappen ahead of Leclerc. We're going to just... Whoa, there's a big crash. Max Verstappen, we witnessed that live. Max Verstappen, brake failure or something, has gone straight on, and he is out. Pit stop time as a safety car is time to be released. It was a big crash from Max Verstappen. Big mistake, and he is out of this race. Safety car is out. Max Verstappen with a big accident, but that is going to release the safety car now. So, safety car is out. And that will lead us round. Let's try and get some cheeky thumbnails here. Why can't we see the safety car? There's the safety car. There's the safety car. He's in. We are following the safety car. There we go. We got it finally. And now we will release. Now that means we can go to the end. We are on medium tyres. We've got a lot of hard tyres and a few pit stops out in front. So we're not going to attack straight off. We're going to just look after things, because we've got plenty of time to do the business. As we've got Verstappen trying to get past Kevin Magnussen. P9, we are into. P2 for Hamilton, he's flying. P1 is a Carlos Sainz who is going to have to pit. Verstappen is behind Alonso. There'll be a few pit stops now coming in as well, as we move up to P7, up to P6. Carlos Sainz has bolted out front. We've got hard tyres and mediums ahead. Hamilton probably doesn't have to pit now. He would have had to pit on lap 9. That is no longer the case. So Sainz will pit, surely. No, yes he does, yes he does. So that moves us up to P5, P4, and then we'll get Perez into P3. So just one more car, and we can get 47 points at Austria after the good old safety car came out. There is Hamilton. We can push our Hamilton, and he's going to have to look after his tyres. He can't push that much, which could mean an opportunity to max. And we maximise that opportunity, and we take P1 and P2. Beautiful. But what drama. Bad matchmaking to an easier matchmaking with a safety car after Max Verstappen binned it. Well and truly binned it. But Hamilton's going to win for us. It's going to be a solid race. It's going to be a return to the points that we need to qualify. It is Hamilton taking P1. It's set to be a difficult weekend. Verstappen taking P2. And our good friend coming home in P7 and P9. And let's see what they were running from our French team. Obviously not been getting through recently, but hopefully can sort it out. Verstappen, Leclerc, and a decent enough setup as well. Race number 3, and we're back to 117 team score difference. Another tough race, and Belgium is a very tough track to go and get bad matchmaking at as well. It is completely dry. We are not expecting any wet stuff. So for race 3, we're going to be up against it. P14, P15, not good at all. We're going to go softs for Verstappen. We're going to go... We should be able to get away with a SAR on Hamilton. Can we maybe get a point off the rival? Can we hurt their qualifying? Let's find out. They start P13 with Magnussen. That could mean that we could score and take points off them. It's a slowish start to proceedings, as their Magnussen does manage to get through and take P10. Verstappen P13 and Hamilton P14 there. Hamilton is out front in the lead at the moment, running hard tyres, which looks like it's going to be a cruise to finish for them on P1. But you never know with a safety car. Verstappen's got Kevin again behind us. Kevin is our absolute pain in the ass. But we're going to try and push Verstappen now to get a few positions. There's Ocon ahead of us. Couldn't get past. We slot down to P12. Can we get past Ocon? No, we can't. It's a queue of cars as we go backwards with Hamilton. We're up to P11. Yes, we are. Hamilton P15. So pit stop required for Verstappen. It's going to be tricky for the rival to score 47. But let's see what they got in their bank as we try and get past Lando, who doesn't allow us past. And let's see if we can get past Kevin now, finally. Come on, Kevin. Thank you very much. You're not home alone now. You're on Spa circuit. As Verstappen takes P9. We are right in the mix with the rival. With that Kevin Magnussen they're running, you can see them just ahead of us in P7. This one stop should be quicker, though, as we come round. It's not quicker if you don't pass anybody. And you get held up all the time. P9. And we're right behind the rival, P13 and P12. So we're going to conserve down and just close the gap up. Let's push again, try and get past Lando. Surely we've got to get past Lando. Let's go, Lando, let's move out the way. Oh, come on, man, finally. Finally, oh, and we get Ocon as well, just for good measure. And we've done that to timed perfection because we've only got about 2% as we pit on the tyres. Good work. Verstappen trying to get past the rival, and he has. He's moved himself up to P8. Can he get ahead of the Ferrari? Yes, he can. P6. Good little move there. And we're out. P14 for Hamilton. Could get ahead of the rival. Let's see what we can do, though. We're all over the back of Lewis, though. Can we get past him? Yes, we can. And this is good work because we're going to put some good time between the rivals now. If we can get P4 as well, yes, we can. This is looking a very good race for Max Verstappen. And we're stuck behind Ocon. And finally, we're now through. So into the pits we go. Rivals on hard tyres. We've got Hamilton in P13 there. Magnussen is now pitting from P12. Verstappen's coming back out. Oh, he's going to sneak ahead of George Russell. We'll take that one. Lando again in the way. Always Lando. Always. So far. Let's see if we can get past George. We're pushing. Come on, round the outside. Thank you. And outside again. Double moves. And now we are motoring. Can we get past Leclerc? Come on, please. Oh, wow. Can't get past Lando or Leclerc. Can we go into the last corner? Can we get past Norris into the final corner? Or even to the first corner? It's going to be a lunge. It's going to be a move. P8 and P7. There is still chances to overtake here. Rivals had a mare with Kevin Magnussen out in P15 at the moment. We're up to P6. I'm pretty happy with this, actually. P5, please. Please, thank you. So P5 for Verstappen. Tough qualifying session. Matchmaking's tough, though. So we are going to get ahead of the rival and score some decent points. Hamilton will come through. Verstappen P5. Solid race from where we started. And it's going to be just missing out on P7. It's P8. It's 37 points. Rival only with 35. So although we had a tough matchup, you can never give up because you can score points. There you go. 1499 versus 1616. They were running level 7 Magnussen, level 7 Hamilton. and the car was very balanced. That was their problem, but we managed to come through. It's not great points for us, but it will do. Race number 4, we are off to Brazil, one of my favourite tracks on F1 Clash, and hopefully we can do the damage. It is fully wet, 100% chance of rain, so there's no chance. It is pure rain. We've got a similar team score in the sense that they're only around 30 below. So we're going to try, pretty much a balanced matchmaking across all 4 races. We've had 2 tough ones, 1 easy one, and 1 which is slightly balanced. But we're going to go to Cuppa on the wet stuff. We're going to give it our all. And race start is good round this track. So we're going to try and make the most of it. Because if we can, we're going to score well. The final race from qualifying, free-to-play account, in for a tough weekend with not massive boosted drivers, but we start well. P6, P5, P4 for Max Verstappen, and it's P10 currently for Hamilton. This could get even better though as we move up to P3, and we could take Lando to P2. It's a blast of a start. Hamilton's into P8 as well. We're going to cut back down there. And Hamilton has moved himself up to P7. So it's a wonderful start. P1 for Verstappen now. And that could mean big points again. Austria, we scored 47 points. Can we do the same at my favourite F1 Clash circuit? We're all in a good spot. Rival back down P13, P15. Having not taken the Lumberjack. Or has taken Lumberjack. You need a bit of race start boost though these days. And we are just now conserving tyres. You can do 6 laps, no problem here. Hamilton has gone backwards, but that's okay. He's good on tyres as well. Expecting a lot of people to pit on lap 5. So we might go lap 4. And we'll just try and push Hamilton. And go lap 4. Heavy rain. 100% coming up. Can we get past Sainz? This is where we're just trying to create the gap when we do the undercut. But Hamilton's good out front. He's absolutely fine out front. We're catching back up with Carlos Sainz. We're in between a Ferrari sandwich. And now can we go ahead? Yes, we can. P6. And we're going to pit this lap. So pitting this lap, undercut time. We might be able to get ahead of the rival. If we can get ahead of the rival, that would be very nice because we won't get held up too much. Verstappen's going to do 1 extra lap. We're going to get held up slightly by Perez. And there's a safety car. Safety car. Oh, we've just gone past. Oh, this has got us. The worst feeling in the world has hit us. A safety car being deployed as you go past the pit lane. Everybody's worst nightmare hits us. But the safety car looks pretty fast at this circuit. It's very fast. There's no joke about it. Safety cars are not fixed. Look how quick they are at Brazil. And we'll still pit Verstappen. Or should we do 1 more lap? Yeah, I think we'll do 1 more lap because everyone else is going to do the same here. We'll carry on because that safety car is going to mean everyone comes out. Hamilton's get a really bad start again. I don't understand it. He's back up to P11. Everybody is about to run out of tyres. Maybe we're going to run out just slightly sooner. But we are pushing as we're going to take the lead with Hamilton regardless here. It's going to be easy because of that safety car. The worst timing of a safety car, it's just simple. But Verstappen comes in. We've got Lando in as well. Everybody now peels into the pits. Rival did the undercut as well. So Rival's going to get some beautiful points in this race. We are not going to score because we got unlucky. Verstappen was dominating. And now Rival can just push to the end. We are not going to catch them. Well, we are going to catch them, but we've got power unit that is not our best friend at the moment. because they have got 100%. We are past the rival, though. We're going to conserve down straight away because I think they're waiting for a 1 lap full push. And we're going to go early here. Get past Lando. Thank you. Let's just keep pushing. Do we go early or do we wait? I think we wait. I think we just conserve. We're at 70%, so even if the rival pushes, they're going to use 20% to even just overtake Norris. I think they're waiting for a 1 lap full push, personally. Bit of a delayed push. Are they now going to push as they cross the line? The answer is yes, which I thought would be the case. But they have given us... I mean, if they would have pushed earlier, they would have had a chance of taking P2. Sadly, because they've waited far too long, they are not going to now get P2. When I had about 60% power unit and they had nearly 100, that was their time to attack. But we're going to survive. We're going to survive the scare of the safety car. It's P1 for Hamilton. It's P2 for Max Verstappen. Rival's going to score some good points with P3 and P7. But safety car nearly caused drama. We managed to survive the drama and come home and take 47. So 1, 4, 5, 6 for the rival. 43 was the difference. And you can see here level 8 for the rival. And the car setup, speed over cornering. We're fed up of telling you these days. Just the wrong setup completely. But let's see how we've got on in this difficult qualifying round. 2 tough matchups. 2 tough races. 2 safety cars. 168 points then. We had 37, 47, 37 and 47. We're very consistent, very nice even patterns. That's all we wanted to do, quite clearly. It's going to be a tough weekend for this account, but hopefully we can scrape through into final round and bring home some rewards on what is the ×2 rewards.